right, and live from the Kenyatta University Communication Center, you are just in time for the edition of the Weekend Live on this 4th day of the month of January, the 4th day of the year 2026. And a lot has been happening across the country that we do have in store for you. But first, we dig into them through the highlights of tonight's top stories. Search teams make grim discovery as a body is retrieved in South Sea building collapse on the day 3 of operations. Hand them in now. President William Ruto orders surrender of illegal firearms.
Kila mtu mwenye bado wako na bunduki, na wewe si polisi, na uko na bunduki kwako, my friend, please, harakisha. Lete bunduki, patia kwa bishop.
Traffic offenders nabbed. A surprise inspection catches motorists off guard.
Tungependa kuwajulisha pia hao ambaye ni madereva ambao wanaendesha hizi private vehicles wazingatie sheria.
Passengers stranded as city-bound and up-country travelers flood highways ahead of school reopening.
15 kwa sasa gari jafika na itafika kuchelewa. Tunaomba tu waende kwa mwendo pole, wasilete ajali barabarani, wakuwe waangalifu sana.
Welcome to the broadcast. My name is Emanuel Kutosi, and with me in the sign language interpretation is Mutava Mwongeli. Now, rescue operations in Nairobi South Sea Estate entered the 3rd day today as fear and hope continue to grip residents and families of those missing. Rescue teams drawn from various agencies are still combing through the rubble of the collapsed building in search of survivors or the bodies of those believed to be trapped beneath the debris. Now, the government confirmed that 2 people were trapped in the incident, with 1 body already recovered. As rescue efforts continue despite significant safety challenges, the owners of the building have recorded statements with the Directorate of Criminal Investigation (DCI). It has also emerged that nearly 70% of the housing units had already been sold, raising serious concerns over construction safety and the fate of the buyers. Now, President William Ruto has warned individuals in possession of illegal firearms to surrender them to the government as soon as possible before the law takes its course. Ruto said the government is working closely with communities and leaders to address insecurity challenges, urging leaders to take the lead in community reconciliation efforts, while also faulting the opposition for lacking a clear agenda for citizens.
In efforts to address long-standing insecurity in West Pokot County, President William Ruto, accompanied by senior government officials including Interior Cabinet Secretary Kipchumba Murkomen, directed all individuals holding illegal firearms to hand them over to the government.
Na mimi nataka nitangaze nikiwa hapa, kila mtu mwenye bado wako na bunduki, na wewe si polisi, na uko na bunduki kwako, my friend, please, harakisha. Lete bunduki, patia kwa bishop, patia kwa polisi. Usipofanya hivyo, we are going to come for it. Tutakuja kuchukua hiyo bunduki. Na tukikuja kuchukua hiyo bunduki, utakipata.
Hakuna amani itapatikana Kenya, kwa sehemu yote ya Kenya, kama bunduki bado iko katika mkono ya mwananchi ambaye hafai kuwa na bunduki.
The president used the occasion to outline his administration's commitment to fast-tracking development projects in West Pokot County and Kenya at large. He stated that government is investing in infrastructure, improving security, and opening up economic opportunities for Kenyans.
Tumeweka bilioni 15 ya serikali kufungua hii sehemu ili hii amani ambayo imepatikana hapa, muwe sasa na biashara, muwe na usafiri, itawasaidia kwa kilimo, kwa ufugaji, kwa biashara, ndio tuweze kuamsha uchumi wa sehemu hii.
However, the president's remarks come at a time when opposition leaders continue to criticize the government. Ruto dismissed the critics, saying that criticism without solutions does not help the country. He challenged opposition leaders to present alternative policies instead of what he termed as noise politics, insisting that his government remains focused on service delivery, job creation, and strengthening national unity.
I want to ask leaders, please, let us be progressive. Tuache siasa ya chuki na fitina na mambo ambayo inarudisha Kenya nyuma. We have a nation to think about. We want a competition of ideas. We want a competition of a manifesto and a program. We want you to have a plan. Na kama hamuna mpango, sasa sijui tutawasaidia namna gani. Every leader must have, number 1, a track record. Number 2, they must have a plan. And number 3, they must tell us how they are going to achieve it.
Rajab Juma, KUTV.
And speaking of the opposition, from the heart of Kiambu to the corridors of global power, a storm is brewing as former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua launched a blistering political offensive calling out alleged international money laundering, questioning President William Ruto's integrity. Democracy for the Citizens Party leader Rigathi Gachagua has expressed doubt in his former boss's President William Ruto's vision to get Kenya to a first world status under the Singapore narrative.
It is true you are mistaking us to be fools because you cheated us. Ni kweli utudanganya, kwa hivyo unaona sisi ni wajinga. What you don't know, tumerevuka. Tumekujua. Tunakuonea 18. Don't tell us that Singapore nonsense. First, deal with the bottom up. Ilo ni tuahidi.
Urged in a Sunday service in Githunguri, Gachagua made prayers to the United States.
We are requesting the President of the United States of America, Donald Trump, to be kind to this country and to come through for us. Pale Minnesota, US. Kulikuwa na pesa ya kusaidia people with disability, kusaidia watu wako na challenges. Hiyo pesa yote ikaibiwa ikaletwa hapa Kenya. Wakanunua mashamba, wakanunua manyumba, wakajenga mall. Sasa Amerika wamejua, wameanza kutafuta hiyo watu. Ingine ndio ilipatiwa rais kufanya kampeni ya UDA. Iko mall moja iko Isli, ilijengwa na hiyo pesa.
According to the former DP, the president is shielding suspects, alleging that the proceeds were used to finance President William Ruto's 2022 presidential campaign, in which he was the running mate.
So we are asking Donald Trump, please, don't bother with the extradition process in Kenya. Just do what you did in Venezuela. Yeah? Just send your people with a plane, come and pick that fellow from here, uende umshtaki.
Ukisikia huyo kiongozi akisema anatupeleka Singapore, hiyo ni kumaanisha hawezi ongoza nchi kubwa, anataka kuongoza nchi kidogo. Kwa hivyo yeye ashuke hapo, aende asimame kiti ya mbunge.
Uongozi ni Mungu anatupatia. Lakini nayo tukichezea huyo uongozi, vile ambavyo naona watu wameanza kuchezea hiyo uongozi, lazima tupigane, tuchukue hiyo uongozi, turudishe hii nchi mahali ambapo inafaa kuenda.
Rigiji alipoanza kuuliza maswali lazima angetolewa. Tunaelewana? Kwa sababu yule jamaa hataki kuulizwa maswali, anaamini Kenya.
Flanked by Murang'a Senator John Nyutu and Kiambu Senator Karongo Wathangwa, Gachagua echoed calls for accountability and reform.
Fadhali, ukiona cha mwenzio kimenyolewa, pia chako maji, si ni kweli?
Wewe William Ruto umetubeba ufala. Sisi tulikupatia kula watu ya Mlima Kenya. Umetukosea heshima. Unatubana hapa tupelete maharagwe ambaye haivi.
Now, the National Transport and Safety Authority has intensified enforcement along the Nairobi-Eldoret Highway at dry junctions in Uasin Gishu County, targeting traffic offenders amid renewed concern over deadly road accidents, with officials warning that human error remains the leading cause of most crashes on Kenyan roads.
During a multi-agency crackdown at Dry's Junction along the Nairobi-Eldoret Highway, several vehicles were impounded for traffic violation as NTSA and police officials warn that driver indiscipline continues to fuel deadly road accidents across the country. Ruben Kimboi from the Directorate of Operations Police Headquarters reported that 25 vehicles, including 18 private cars, were impounded for overspeeding along the Nairobi-Eldoret Highway, with offenders set to appear in court and the ongoing NTSA and police crackdown.
Tumeweza kudetect so far, tumeweza kushika magari 25. Kwa hiyo 25, 18 ni ya overspeeding. Na kwa hiyo overspeeding nyingi ni magari za private vehicles. Na tungependa kuwajulisha pia hao ambaye ni madereva ambaye wanaendesha hizi private vehicles wazingatie sheria. Waangalie, wasome kibao, kama ni mahali imeandikwa 50 waende na hiyo 50.
Chairman for the Road Safety David Kiarie said the rising number of road deaths remain alarming, calling for sustained enforcement by police and TSA officials, stricter compliance with traffic regulations, and proper maintenance of speed governance to prevent avoidable accident and save lives.
Nataka tusaidie hawa watu, mazungumzo mengi tuache kwa sababu ni Wakenya wanakufa. Na kuna kitu nataka kuambia wanadau. Kama watu wa speed governor, hebu wahakikishe governor zao zinafanya kazi. Na governor ni kutransmit, governor ni kulimit na kuweka record. Na kwa hakika kuna gari ambazo hazikati. Na hiyo makosa tunairudisha upande wa watu wa kuweka governor. Sasa hatutakuwa tuna blame mwenye gari, tuna blame mwenye kufanya makosa.
The NTSA crackdown on traffic violators was praised as a positive measure, with Stanley Mburu, a driver, urging authorities to continue the operations to enhance road safety and promote responsible driving along busy highways.
Napenda tu kuambia madriver wenzangu ambaye angependa kuhusika na vitu yenye maitakani kwa barabara, achana na hizo vitu. Pia usalama kwa gari ni mzuri. Asitoe gari kama sio nzuri, apeleke rekebishwe ndio akuje kwa barabara. Pia apebe watu ambaye inastahili gari ibebe.
While acknowledging the importance of road safety, passengers Bernard Baraz and Cyrus Amboka criticized the NTSA crackdown for causing long delays, saying travelers were inconvenienced as they waited for the vehicles to be cleared along the busy Nairobi-Eldoret Highway.
Tumesimamishwa, so niko stranded, niko na familia yangu hapa, sijui nifanye nini. Kwa sababu nastahili niwafikishe Nairobi on time, ni prepare mtoto anaenda shule on Monday, na niko naye hapa.
Tumesimamishwa hapa kutoka saa 3 na watoto wafaa waende shule. Huyu afaa kuingia shule, ikifika jioni saa 10 hata ingia. Na ametoka, na tumetoka mbali. Dereva kwa hapa. Dereva kwa wapi? Dereva anajaribu sijua anatembea na ameenda wapi. Hata yeye ni kama mwisho ni kama watatuachanisha hapa.
Officials confirmed that the traffic crackdown along the Nairobi-Eldoret Highway will continue, emphasizing strict enforcement, improved driver discipline, and measures to reduce road accident and save lives. Edna Nerea, KUTV, Nairobi.
And maintaining the beats on our roads, the rising number of road accidents in Kenya, particularly during the festive season, could be reduced if drivers adhered to traffic rules. Speaking in Machakos, Joel Nzomo, the County Executive Committee member for devolution, urged matatu owners and SACCO chairpersons to ensure their drivers strictly follow road regulations. Nzomo was consoling families of accident victims at Machakos Level 5 Hospital, emphasized that drivers must exercise extra caution as schools reopen on Monday with increased family travel. Now, yesterday morning, a tragic accident at Konza along the Nairobi-Mombasa highway claimed 8 lives, highlighting the urgent need for stricter enforcement and responsible driving.
Now, I want to urge all the matatu drivers in this country. Like now, on Monday, watu wanarudi shule, na Tuesday na Wednesday. During Christmas Eve, watu wengi wamepoteza uhai. Leo nataka kusema tumeshuhudia pile watu wameletwa hospitali ya Machakos na watu 8 wameachwa na uhai wao kwa sababu ya SACCO yanaikana overtaking. Kama driver hangi overtake, hiyo accident haingefanyika na familia hizo 8 asingekuwa zinaomboleza sahihi. Ya pili, ningetaka SACCO chairmen, tafadhali watoto wanarudi shule. Watu wanarudi Nairobi next week, wanarudi kwa makasi. Let the drivers be careful on barabara.
All right, and with that reinforced call for safety on our roads, we take our first break right here on The Weekend Live. We'll be back in a moment.
Tunachimba hadi mizizi kukuletea yanayojiri.
So mimi naomba tu serikali yetu ya Mungu, jibarikiwe na Mungu, iweze kuteremsha bei ya mafuta.
Yanayokukumba tuna maizi, tunakutetea sisiri. Kwa kweli ni speciali tukikupambia makala ya mwanamke mwake. Utasema hupendi mizizi ya habari. Nami Caroline Kimwe.
Welcome back. Now, as the December holiday season comes to a close, pressure is mounting on public service vehicles across the country. Travelers are streaming back to cities for work, while others are headed towards rural areas ahead of the new school term. Now, the surge has led to a shortage of buses and matatus, forcing operators to hike fares, some by double, despite tough economic times. In major towns like Mombasa, passengers endure long queues, delays, and the high cost of travelers are now appealing to drivers to observe traffic rules and prioritize safety, even as authorities intensify road safety campaigns during the busy travel period.
Nilikuwa tuondoke saa 8:15, kwa sasa gari hajafika na itafika kuchelewa. Tunaomba tu waende kwa mwendo pole, wasilete ajali barabarani, wakuwe waangalifu sana. Tunarejesha watoto shule, fare pia imepanda. Watoto wangu walikuja na 2500.
Mbona kwamba ni msimu wa sherehe ya watoto kurudi shuleni, wakati watoto kurudi shuleni. Sasa bei sio kama za kawaida, safari ni ile ile lakini bei zimeshoot. Sasa kama mzazi unafinyika, maana ndio tumetoka tu kwa holiday, alafu kuna vitu natakana kununua, vitu vya watoto pia, sare za shule zimepanda bei, vitabu vimepanda bei kuliko vile wakati mwingine ule wa kawaida.
Utapata basi iko na dereva mmoja ambapo katika hiyo usafiri anaenda analala, so inachangia tena pakubwa kuhusiana na hizi accident zinazotokea, lakini tukiona hizi mabasi kubwa zimeweza kuweka hiyo mkakata na hizo majukumu, like kuna madereva wawili wenye wana deal na usafiri.
Now, Kenya's cruise tourism sector is steadily gaining momentum as efforts to intensify to achieve the goal of attracting 5 million international visitors by 2027. The port of Mombasa is now witnessing a surge in cruise ship arrivals, a clear sign that the tourism season has kicked off with vigor and new hope for the coastal economy.
Today, more than 600 tourists along with approximately 400 crew members arrived at the port of Mombasa aboard the luxury cruise liner Crystal Symphony. Despite light early morning rains, the visitors disembarked from the 238-meter-long ship with great excitement to explore and experience various attractions across the country. The vessel, flagged under the Bahamas and 31-year-old, has sailed for 7 days from South Africa and is expected to remain in the country for 48 hours before continuing its journey to India.
It's been beautiful along the way to see all the tourists and all the amazing animals, and it's been a fantastic voyage. And we're looking forward to coming back many times. So thank you to everyone for having us, and we're very proud and honored to be here and be part of your culture. It's very lovely.
Reputation as being Kenya, and Kenya's the place where everybody comes to see the animals and everything else. So, and it's developing rapidly. So we're quite optimistic about Kenya.
Okay, I'm from Australia, from the Gold Coast, and this is my first time to your beautiful country, and I find it so inspiring, and it's exciting, and it's colourful, and it's very exotic, and I just love the people. You're all very friendly, and yeah, I'm just very happy to be.
Speaking at the port, Kenya Tourism Board Chief Executive Officer June Chepkemei said the year has started on a positive note, with the cruise tourism sector recording significant growth. She highlighted that the presence of these tourists make a substantial contribution to the coastal economy, noting that some have already begun sightseeing tours in different parts of the Kenya's coastal region.
The numbers for tourism are on a high trajectory. We are hitting our targets, and we are happy to continue growing the sector. We call upon all our tourists to Tembea Kenya, Tembea Magical Kenya. We are expecting another one in February, and a couple of them are lined up. This is still the season, and so going into the future, we are likely to hit about 6.
Chepkemei further stated that last year, cruise tourism grew by 140%. Early indicators for this year show even more growth, supported by government policies such as the Electronic Travel Authorization and the Open Sky policy. Additionally, she noted that 6 more cruise ships are expected to arrive in the country before February.
Kenya Ports Authority, we are very glad, and we hope that our guests are going to enjoy Mombasa, Kenya, and we hope that you are going to have a great time, and therefore come many times. We will always support you.
Saying we want to target 5 million international tourists towards 2027. That means we must have more flights. More flight means another direct flight, and that we've seen it will become easier for tourists now who comes here. They can come through the cruise and then leave directly from the airport.
Meanwhile, the Kenya Ports Authority, the Mombasa County government, and international visitors have expressed high hopes for future of cruise tourism, emphasizing that Kenya continues to position itself a key hub for international tourism. Akida Kasim, KUTV.
Thank you, Akida Kasim, for that report. And to the visitors, it's welcome to Kenya. And as we always say, hakuna matata. Now, in a rare event aimed at strengthening community policing, police officers in Nanyuki town, Laikipia County, hosted a New Year celebration together with members of the public. The ceremony, held at Nanyuki Police Station, brought together traders and residents from Majengo and Liki areas, with the main discussion focusing on strategies to reduce crime in the area.
The unique social gathering that brought together law enforcement officers and members of the public at one dining table comes at a time when the area has witnessed a reduction in criminal activities during the recently concluded festive season. Senior police officers encouraged members of the public not to shy away from reporting crime suspects, noting that their doors are open to those who may feel uncomfortable sharing confidential information with junior officers.
Tunafanyia kazi vile inafaa na guided by the values of the National Police Service, ambayo ni people-centered police.
Mara mingi wananchi hawana confidence, our trust sisi polisi. Wanasema wakiripoti kitu kwetu tutawasema. Wacha niwahakikishie hapa leo, makosa ni ya sisi ambao tunaleta ripoti. Kwa hivyo ninakuomba ukuwe na ripoti, uwe umejua unaielekeza wapi. DCI wamesema ako chonjo, ukuwe na ripoti yoyote muletee.
Jacob Muchai, head of the Intelligence and Crime Prevention Department in Laikipia County, praised the performance of the police officers, emphasizing that despite the positive results achieved, there is still a need to remain vigilant in protecting and improving the lives of residents.
And I can assure the members of the public, our officers are very hardworking. I've known, I've seen, but still a bando. Hatujafika, nafikiri tuko almost 70%, and I think we can also reach the 100%. It is possible. Kwa hivyo, as much as I am saying you have done well, still there is room for improvement. Nafikiri the purpose of us here is to make conducive atmosphere for our people to live here and to go on with their businesses.
Traders expressed optimism that the vibrant town would soon express a 24-hour economy, stressing that this can only be achieved if the police and local residents work together to maintain peace and tranquility.
Na through hii uhusiano, pombe counterfeit haijakuwa huku Nanyuki, juu huku ni mji wa raha. Nanyuki tunauza sherehe, na juu ya uhusiano mzuri wa County Commander Team na CCIO
wamepeana nafasi mzuri sana kwa raia. Hata ukiwa na uhalifu watakiwa kwenda kuripoti kwa wakubwa, na wametupea kila mtu aende kwa mkubwa yule anafikiria ataweza kuripoti kila kitu, na hapo raia wa hapa Nanyuki wamekuwa huru na askari.
Rajab Juma, KUTV.
And now in the international scene, where world and regional leaders have elicited varied sentiments to the kidnapping of Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro by the United States, triggering a diplomatic tensions and widespread calls for restraint. Now, several countries, including Russia, Iran and Belarus, have condemned the incident as a violation of Venezuela's sovereignty, warning it could destabilize the wider region. Now, the European Union and the United Nations have urged calm, respect for international law and protection of civilians as the situation unfolds. In Venezuela, interim President Desi Rodriguez has now appealed to the international community to intervene, calling for President Maduro's unconditional release. Desi insists that dialogue, not force, remains the only path to a peaceful transition and national stability. As pressure mounts globally, attention now turns to diplomatic efforts to resolve the crisis and avert further escalation.
Nicolas Maduro had his chance, just like Iran had their chance, until they didn't and until he didn't. He effed around and he found out. As the president said, our adversaries remain on notice. America can project our will anywhere, anytime.
All right, we are sailing with speed, and we are now within the sporting arena where the 2025 FKF Youth Leagues regional finals concluded across Mombasa, Turkana, Nakuru, Kakamega and Kisumu counties, crowning champions in under 13, under 15 and under 17 categories for both boys and girls. Notable winners include Bandari Junior under 15 boys in Mombasa, Turkana Warriors under 15 girls, SEC Youth under 15 in Nakuru, Kolal FC under 15 in Kisumu, and Shibuye under 17 in Kakamega County. Nairobi's preliminary finals are complete, with final fixtures set across all age groups. Now the leagues, part of the FKF Youth Development under FIFA's Talent Development Scheme, mark the final season of the current model. FKF will soon announce a revised youth development structure to enhance talent identification and progression. Now, Arsenal came from behind to edge Bournemouth 3-2 to continue with their title challenge campaign. Declan Rice starred with the brace as Gunners maintained their lead at the top of the table. Elsewhere, Wolves finally ended their long winless run with a commanding performance, hitting 3 first-half goals and leaving West Ham deep in trouble. Meanwhile, Sunday in an afternoon clash saw Manchester United being held to a 1-1 draw by Leeds United thanks to goals from Matheus Cunha and Brendan Aronson. All eyes are on Chelsea as they visit Manchester City at the Etihad, having parted ways with their head coach Enzo Maresca on New Year Day. We've come to that final beat of the weekend live on this 4th day of the year 2026. Much appreciated is your viewing and choosing KUTV to be your informer tonight. A big thank you also to the whole team involved in the production of tonight's broadcast, from my director Martin Mutegi and Levis Ndomoto, ensuring everything is coming to you in a way that is pristine. From me, Emanuel Kutosi, and in the sign language interpretation, Mutava Mongeli. It's good night, and let's look forward to the week beginning tomorrow. See you then.